And, I have no problem comparing the US model to the Chinese model and coming out on top. I mean, I'll make that comparison every single minute of the day. Our system is better.
Is Washington losing the hemisphere to China? Not because China is stronger, but because the US is simply not showing up with a competitive alternative?
Well, I think you can clearly make that case. The Western Hemisphere, I would suggest, is not necessarily in love, quote unquote, with China or the Chinese experience or the Chinese model. But if you don't have any options, you don't have any options, right? And so that's something that you and I and many others have lamented, I think, for a long while, and it's a bipartisan failing. The lack of meaningful economic engagement in the region that we've seen is really a compelling indicator of interest, I think. And China has seen that, seen an opportunity, seen a vacuum, and has really gone in quite aggressively in terms of working on infrastructure development and providing investment in areas like 5G and things that the region needs. And, I have no problem comparing the US model to the Chinese model and coming out on top. I mean, I'll make that comparison every single minute of the day. Our system is better. But, the region has to see that. They have to feel it. They have to receive some sort of benefit. Otherwise, it becomes just an academic discussion and an academic argument. If you're trying to feed your family, if you're trying to create jobs, if you're trying to get your kids to school safely, it doesn't really matter what system you're under if you can't do those sorts of things. And I'm being a little bit dramatic here to make the point, but that need for engagement and to really show up in the region to work for mutual benefit, I think, is the key here that many in the region would want. And frankly, I think on a bipartisan basis has been lacking for a long time.